All right, folks, welcome to another edition of From the Bottom Up. And this time we are digging into 1978 for Queen Jazz, which was released on November the 10th on Elektra Records, peaking at number 6. It went platinum, and it was produced by Queen and Roy Thomas Baker, who returned after an album or two absence there. And this would actually be his last album he would do with Queen, as he would be going on to many more acts like the Cars and Foreigner and help produce many others down the road after that. So we're going to take you from the bottom up. We got a lengthy one here. We got 13 tracks in all. So we're going to start it right off with More of That Jazz, which was a song that was written by Roger Taylor. It's kind of like a loop-based song where Taylor plays most of the instruments and sings all the vocals, but it's got a lot of clips, short clips from other songs on the album. And I don't understand why they do something like that. It really didn't make a lot of sense to me. That's why it's way at the bottom down here at number 13. Number 12, another Roger Taylor song. So he's not hitting it out of the park on this album like he did on some of the other ones. Fun it. This is definitely no fun for me. Can't stand this song. It's dumb, stupid. Just can't get into it. Don't know what else to say about it. We'll see what Ted V. Mock has to say about that one. Number 11, I've got Dead on Time, a song written by Brian May. Another song that just really doesn't hit home or do anything for me on this album. But number 10, we'll say, okay, this is kind of where it starts to pick up a little bit. We've got Leaving Home Ain't Easy, a nice ballad by Brian May, who also sang lead vocals on it. And this one kind of takes you back to that couple albums ago, back where they were doing the slower ballads on some of the albums. And that song definitely is a much better. We're starting to head in the right direction with this now as we head on to another Brian May song, and that's going to be Dreamer's Ball. It's May's tribute to Elvis Presley. So if you listen to the lyrics, you can kind of see how much Elvis meant to Brian May. Um, Number 8, weird song called Mustafa. And you're probably familiar with the way it starts off with Freddie's vocal there. He starts off a lot of in concert, he starts by doing a lot of that vocal stuff to get the crowd into the show where he has them repeat what he says and everything. It's an odd song. It's featured in a couple different languages here. English, you hear some Arabic, you hear some Persian. Um, but it all, he's talking about Allah, God, I guess. I don't know what the meaning behind it all is, but it's okay. I like it better than all the other songs we talked about already, but it's just not exactly this is kind of now though is going forward is where the album gets much better. This is where this album really starts to take shape here. We're going to go down to number 7. We've got Let Me Entertain You, which was one written by Freddie, who, if you have Live Killers, you know that it appears on there, a great version. And this song is definitely one of the solid songs on the album for sure. Let Me Entertain You. Just a great song. I like this one. Number 6, we've got Fat Bottom Girls, another Brian May song. It was the B-side to Bicycle Race. And yeah, I mean, this was one that definitely got a lot of airplay in America. Still played on classic rock stations today. And yeah, definitely a song that I don't think they'd be able to release it in today's modern day situations with how people perceive things these days. Back in 1978, we got Fat Bottom Girls. Number 5, If You Can't Beat Them. Man, I just love this song. Where did this song come from? It's a John Deacon song. That's where it came from. Bassist John Deacon. What a great song. Gorgeous mid-tempo ditty. a live favorite of the band in the late 70s, although it did not appear on Live Killers, surprisingly. But it showcases some rip-roaring solos by Brian May, of course. Really like this song, though. This is definitely one of the underrated songs by a mile in the whole catalog, much less on this album. And that will take me down to number four. We've got Bicycle Race, which was written by Freddie Mercury, peaking at number 24 on the singles charts. And I think that's one of the reasons why the album just didn't do so well, is because they didn't release too many singles off it. And the few singles they released, I just felt they probably didn't release the right ones. I'm not sure. Um, but that's going to take us down to number three. And this song definitely, wow, what a great song. I'll tell you, this one and If You Can't Beat 'Em, both written by bassist John Deacon. What phenomenal songs. Um, I don't know, just great songs. And Only 7 Days is what I got at number three. It's the B-side to Don't Stop Me Now. So second song from Jazz, written by Deacon, like I mentioned. He had two on here. And it's about a week-long holiday romance, but it's the lyrics are just fun. It's a great catchy song, and it definitely stands to me as the underrated track gem of the album here. So that's what we got there. Number two, and this was a song that was released in 5 countries, but not in US. Written by Freddie Mercury, we're talking Jealousy, and sadly it failed to chart in many areas here when it was released. Um, but perhaps this is the most underrated, least known great song in the entire Queen catalog. I mean, it just got everything going for it. It's got that great bass line moving from John Deacon. Um, what else can be said? I mean, just a great song. Jealousy, definitely underrated. That's what we got at number two. And number one, Was There a Doubt? Maybe. Not with me, though. Don't Stop Me Now, written by Freddie Mercury, peaked at number nine in the UK, but oddly enough, a disappointing number 86 in the US. I guess they just didn't like the subject matter. Freddie was really putting it out there at this time. Um, and through time, this song has become one of the band's biggest songs, I'd say, through its use in like sports celebrations and TV programs and films. It's definitely much bigger than it ever has been. And even Rolling Stone has it down as the number three best Queen song of all time. So that's saying a lot coming from those clowns over there at Rolling Stone. Um, yeah, definitely not a fan of that magazine. You look back on some of the great writers they've had over the years. They definitely recently anybody who works for Rolling Stone is just doesn't. It seems like half these people don't understand music anymore. It's just a shame how that was actually considered more like the pedestal of, you know, written reviews and essential music and all this stuff. And now you look at Rolling Stone and most people that are even in the music industry just laugh at them because they're so political nowadays and they just focus in on stuff that's not really even that relevant anymore. So it's a shame when you see something that was once good go down the tubes, and that's what Rolling Stone magazine is to me, down the tubes. So uh getting back with Don't Stop Me Now, yeah, just a great song. I've got no complaints about it. I've always loved this song, and it's definitely one of the best songs in the catalog in my estimation. Not sure where it will exactly fall, but stay tuned because I have a feeling we're going to be doing a best top 10 tune of Queen coming down the road. All right, let me give you a quick rundown on these songs here so you remember in case if you want to pass it along to your friends, let them know, hey, they did Queen Jazz. Check this video out. We'll be happy to give us the rundown here. We got 13. We've got More of That Jazz, or More of That Junk, you can call it. 12, we got Fun It. 11, we've got Dead on Time. At number 10, Leaving Home Ain't Easy. Number 9, Dreamer's Ball. Number 8, Mustafa. Number 7, Let Me Entertain You. Number 6, Fat Bottom Girls. Number 5, If You Can't Beat Them. Number 4, Bicycle Race. Number 3, And Only 7 Days. Number 2, Jealousy. Number 1, Don't Stop Me Now. And that's right, don't stop us now because we're going to keep on coming up with these bottom ups. Please send your suggestions. We've definitely got a bunch coming up down the road. And just to give you a quick rundown on some of the bands you'll be seeing coming up soon, stay tuned for something by the Boss. Uh, we've got Cheap Trick. We're going to have U2, and we're going to have some Deep Purple. So stay tuned for many more great episodes coming your way in the very near future. See you on the flip side.